Moving on to the Mart Volkswagen Challenge now. Two drivers in the hunt for the overall championship. One is Rory Atkinson. The other one is going to be Stian Kriel. And they're going to be fighting hard to see if they can get that Class A and overall championship wrapped up here today. Let's catch up with Stian Kriel just before race number 1.
Rory's really good behind the wheel, and it's quite an honor to race with him the way we've been doing it this year. Looking forward to the end of the day though, to rest a bit, so it's going to be fun.
He takes pole position and takes 1 point back, so it's very, very close there between Rory Atkinson and Stian Kriel as they line up now for that first race. See a big field stacked up behind. Lyle Ramsey makes a welcome return in the Munro car, and a borrowed car actually, to get him back into the hunt and a possible top 3 finish overall in Class A. Class A hits the accelerator button and down towards turn 1. It is going to be Masters by the looks of things who gets through and possibly takes the overall. Bevan Masters looking to try and come through there as well. Wayne Masters with a good start. This is Class B. Watch out for Jacques Smith, who has to try and get to the front end from a long way back in about 8th or 9th place there in that Dirt Nurse car. And it doesn't look like it's going to go his way here for Class B. He's really going to have to push it to the limit to get through and possibly wrap things up. But, of course, the Holidays are in the hunt for that championship as well.
Now, massive battles all the way down the field already. On board here now with Jacques Smith in Class B car, the Dirt Nurse Polo. See, just squeezing out there on the inside, shifting the gears flat out. All she has through there up into turn 4. Our leaders already Class A, top of the hill, turn number 5. Rory Atkinson, where he wants to be. Look a little bit further back. Stian Kriel, not used to being that far down. Certainly there behind Lyle Ramsey in about 5th place there. So he's got a lot of work to do. He's got that extra point from qualifying, but now he's got to do it in the race.
Stian Kriel going to have to work hard now to get through on that machine ahead of him. And I can tell you, Lyle Ramsey's not going to give any room there. He's in the Grange workwear car with the Munro stickers on the side of it. So you can see he's had to do a little bit of maneuvering, changing from his car that he almost wrote off last time. They didn't have enough time to rebuild it. That's why they've gone and borrowed a car for this final heat. And now you can see he's having to work hard to keep out Stian Kriel. Speaking of working hard, Holiday Senior and Junior working frantically at the front end, but leading things out there, Jody Robertson.
We've just had some information now, a bit of controversy with Stian Kriel out front that's just been handed to us and why he's so far down.
Yeah, unfortunately he got a little penalty for putting his fastest lap in qualifying after the red flag had come out. So I'm not quite sure if that was or wasn't the case. That's why he's having to fight here from the back and make his way through. He should have been on pole because he set the fastest lap, but he's now going up into 3rd place alongside Lyle Ramsey as we watch from Ramsey's point of view.
Oh, there we go. Oh, some hand gestures here to Stian Kriel. I don't know if he's urging his mate on there or if there's something happened out on track there going up the hill into turn number 5, but Stian Kriel has made that move. He's now got to try and charge down because Atkinson is just starting to edge away that little bit, and once you lose that toe, especially in this category, it's so hard to gain it back.
You know, these cars are exceptionally evenly matched. These, of course, the ex-national polos at the front end in Class A, and now looking for opportunities to win out Class A for the first time in Mart Volkswagen Challenge livery. As they come through there, you got JP van der Walt fighting with Masters. Still Jody Robertson leading Class B's ahead of Holiday Senior Stuart Mack. Then you've got Needham. Tucked in there is Junior. But look where Jacques Smith is. Still under yellow cards. You can see the yellow cards on the side of his car. He can't afford to make any mistakes because he will be nailed for it. But he's got to get through because he's fighting for Class B championship honours. And he's too far back. Graham Nathan here on board with him as we go through turn 1. He's a little bit rusty, I think, but slowly but surely making his way to the front end and putting the pressure onto the back end of Andre Needham.
Coming around the outside there, not easy to do going into turn number 2. Oh, speaking about Needhams, we've got one of them out. That is brother, of course, in car 40. That is out of this race. Out front, Stian Kriel makes the move now. Starting to make his way ahead now. He gets ahead there of Bevan Masters, and he's going to try and chase down Rory Atkinson out front. Remember, he has to get ahead of him to go on board here with Stian Kriel. He's now on, you can see, on the wrong line and being squeezed out there from Bevan Masters, not giving him any room to play with at the top of the hill. Tries to square it up, but is not going to make the move in turn 6. So Stian Kriel looking a little bit frustrated here because you can see Atkinson, four-wheeled sliding there from Bevan Masters, and he loses the traction. That allows Stian Kriel through, who's going to now chase down. While they're doing that, Rory Atkinson is just clearing out at the front.
Bevan Masters making it a little bit more difficult there for Stian Kriel. Stian Kriel having to work to get to 2nd place. He's got to try and get ahead of Rory Atkinson. He cannot afford to let Rory win. See, Bevan has got through again. He's got ahead of Stian Kriel, so continued battle between the two of them. Kriel's day is going from bad to worse. After that little penalty, looks like he's going to be in a little bit of trouble there and not going to be getting onto the podium even. Possibilities of that.
Class B is raging between Robertson, Holiday Senior and Stuart Mack. Holiday Jr. and Jacques Smith also right in the mix. Graham Nathan not too far behind there as well. That's a great shot of Stewie Mack going through turn number 2. A little bit further down. Good little battle also going in Class B. Andre Needham, of course, Francois Van Sale, Elna Cruiser, Tiffany Napier and Robbie De Silva right in that battle for the top 23.
Yeah, nice to see Tiffs making a little bit of maneuver to the front and middle of that pack. In Class C's though, Farhan Basha taking the opportunity to lead things out. This is Atkinson's point of view at the front end of the race. There's no one even close to him. He's got away from the rest of the pack. He's actually starting to come just behind the back markers at the end of the race. And the BHIT machine going to take the first victory. And that's one hand on the championship trophy there for Rory Atkinson.
What is going to happen now behind him? It does look like this is Class B, and it's going to be Jody Robertson holding on for the win just ahead of Dion Holiday Senior and Stewie Mack. So great photo finish almost to the line there. But Class A was all about Atkinson Masters ahead of Lyle Ramsey. Stian Creel down in 4th place, not where he wants to be. And of course, Class B was all about Jody Robertson, Dion Holiday Senior, Stewie Mack, Dion Holiday Jr. and Jacques Smith rounding out your top 5 in Class B.
Class C taken by Basha and Gossman in 2nd place. Let's catch up with Rory Atkinson after race 1.
I had a reasonable start. Bevan, thank goodness, gave me some space, but luckily I was unimpeded and was just able to get into a nice rhythm, and I thoroughly enjoyed the race.
Super effort in Class B from Jody Robertson.
Oh, it was a fun race. Managed to get pole started, and actually a bit of a boring race after that. Managed to stay in the lead till the end, so let's see what happens the next one.
Rookie winner in Class C, Farhan Basha.
It was a great experience. I had lots of fun. I had one spin off during the race, but other than that, it was great. Managed to win Class C, and first experience, really, truly amazing.
Welcome back to final round action from the Extreme Festival at Zwartkops. Families are here and they are being entertained big time out on the black stuff. And we go into our final race of the season as well with the Mart Volkswagen Challenge. We've already seen Rory Atkinson go and take race number 1 and potentially take the championship for the season. There's an outside chance still for Stian Creel. Let's see what he's able to do now in race number 2. Come to line up on the grid. Remember, Class A starts on their own, Class B on their own, and C's on their own as well. The lights go out, and we go racing. And Rory Atkinson on pole position. Looks like he might get outgunned. Yes, he does. It is the posse drive car of Stian Creel who hits the front. Now, Creel's got to get it all right. He's got to just go out there and win the race and hope that something goes wrong with Rory Atkinson. Right now, something's gone wrong there with the Munro car as Lyle Ramsey a little bit too hot into turn 2.
Ramsey, that cost him about 2 or 3 positions there. Wayne Masters, Bevan Masters, and of course Gavin Ross right in the mix. Wayne Krause not too far beyond as we go on now. This is Class B starting their race on board with Jacques Smith. They're going to head into turn 2, going to try and line something up potentially on the inside there of Robertson. Not enough room there. You can see Robertson just shoves her on the inside there and takes that lead. Tyre, that was actually cement dust on the track, not the tyre smoking there. See, we've had a couple of incidents here today. Some of the drivers using a little bit more track coming out of turn 2, kicking up some dust. But there we go, Class A, Stian Creel where he wants to be. Not a happy man after race number 1. He's got to go out there, use that anger and pick up the race win here in race number 2. You can see Lyle Ramsey pointing to the front saying, get out of my way, I want the pace, stick with me, let's close down these guys at the front.
Big problems
mistake
again there from Stian Creel at the top of the hill. That's what cost him in the first race, and now having to try and fend off the attack right on his tail there from Rory Atkinson. Look at the battle behind her. Oh, it's top quality stuff. JP van der Walt putting some massive pressure onto the back end of that Munro car of Lyle Ramsey. And look just behind that. They're starting to form up there. The 2 Masters cars. And they are really in it. Gavin Ross just in the best seat in the house right now, waiting for something to go wrong. Jody Robertson from Holiday Senior from Jacques Smith. There you can see Stuart Mack getting a little bit of a run wide there from Graham Nathan. Showing the way through the final corner here. G&H Transport corner, and well, he just managed to hang on there, but only just. There is Junior. That is potentially your Class B champion if he can just stay exactly where he is. And that's behind Jacques Smith, who goes into turn...
Oh no!
I think Jacques Smith might have lost it now. Graham Nathan's helped him off the circuit there. Smith won't be happy about that. I don't know if that was intentionally done, but it certainly dropped him right out of contention now, which means behind Francois Van Sale there, Jacques Smith trying to clean those tyres. They're on hand-cooked tyres as well, similar to the Formula V tyres that they run. And there you can see, a little bit of help there. Maybe a bit more help from Nathan. I'm not quite sure if the COC is going to see that in too much of a good light.
The press release from Graham Nathan is going to be, I saw a gap and I took it, and there we go, on board. See, fighting that steering wheel. There's no coming back from that. Unfortunately, championship done and dusted. But speaking of championships, look at the top of the hill. Where has that man, JP van der Walt, come from? This is the best drive we've seen all season. Look at this, 3 abreast. Going into turn number 6. Brilliant time to go on board now with Lyle Ramsey. He's got Bevan Masters and Van der Walt right side by side. Here comes Masters. Are they going to touch? No, they don't. Ramsey's going to try and hold it around the outside going into the final turn. Brilliant onboard stuff there from Lyle Ramsey. Will he hold it now? No, Masters has got the inside line. Tires squealing, smoking into the final turn. This is the way. This is the best way that you could end the 2018 season. The VW Challenge has been the best category, one of the best categories so far in this Extreme Festival Championship, and they're doing it here again at Zwartkops Raceway.
6 cars into turn 1, all fighting out.
Doesn't happen. Shouldn't happen.
For third place on the grid. Oh, this is proper good. Here we go down into turn 2. Oh, and Masters just winning things out there. JP van der Walt behind him, and around the outside once again the Performance Masters car of Wayne Masters. So the 2 Masters boys now showing the way around. Class B, Jody Robertson, Holiday Jr. looking to close down on his dad, who's sitting in second place. I think we'll see Senior back out at the end. We'll have to keep an eye on that one. He's going to just try and make sure that his son gets the maximum amount of points available.
Robbie De Silva there, a little bit further back there in Class B. We go to the front end now of Class A. Stian Creel, the man who looked like a bulldog chewing on a wasp in the pits after terrible race number 1, is now going to put it all to bed. But Rory Atkinson doing exactly what he needs to do. So he will just hold it in one more corner left. We'll have a new 2018 champion in the form of Rory Atkinson. But what a drive from Stian Creel. He really did push Rory all the way to the end. And those 2 drivers can be really proud of the performance they've had in this season.
Jody Robertson coming through for Class B Honours. Watch this though. Here comes Holiday Senior. He's going to back out just enough to allow Junior to go through to get second place and secure Class B's championship for 2018. Great driving there from the team. They worked hard. Jacques Smith very unlucky though there in Class B. Stian Creel taking Class A Honours for the final time of the season, but it's Rory Atkinson who takes the championship overall and Class A. Class B Honours, as we've seen, going to Jody Robertson, with Junior beating Senior to the line, Stuart Mack and Joachim, and Faran Basha once again taking the Class C Honours. Championship at the end of 2018. Rory Atkinson, 114 points. Stian Creel, 111 there. That was the unlucky Nelson for him, and Dion Holiday in third. Emotional Class B win there for Holiday Jr.
There's no words to describe it. It's a fantastic feeling. I feel a bit sad for Jock. He drove exceptionally well this year. Unfortunate incident between him and Graham. I don't think they saw each other. I don't know what really happened. So yeah, thanks for the challenges he presented us this year. And a big thanks to my sponsors and my dad.
Class A and overall champion goes to Rory Atkinson.
No, it feels wonderful. Thank God for a wonderful team and just all the guys who've helped me. BHRT helped Motorsport, and congrats to Stian. Pity it didn't go his way, but I'll definitely take it, and thanks to all the guys who raced with us. It's been a fantastic year.
It certainly has. We've had fires, we've had hot racing on track, and we're looking forward to more of the same as they start the season on the 1st of February at the Passion for Speed Festival. All this action from the Extreme Festival proudly brought to you by G&H Transport and Motor Mart Clarksdorp.